15 most amazing caves. Number 15. The Carlsbad Caverns. Found up inside the Guadalupe Mountains of New Mexico, this show cave is open to the public year-round, except on Christmas. In order to get to it, you must either hike to the cave or take an elevator located in the visitor center. There, you'll find a massive cave chamber named the Big Room, made entirely from natural limestone formations that are nearly 4,000 feet long, 620 feet wide, and 255 feet at its peak. Number 14. Mammoth Cave. As part of the U.S. National Park located in Kentucky, the Mammoth Cave is equipped with the longest-running cave system in the whole world that has been dubbed the Mammoth Flint Ridge Cave System. It contains more than 365 miles of subterranean passageways. The national park was established back on July 1st, 1941, became a UNESCO World Heritage Site 40 years later, and finally in 1990, an International Biosphere Reserve. Number 13. Deer Cave. Deer Cave can be found near Miri Sarawak in Malaysian Borneo, where it attracts tourists as part of the Gunung Mulu National Park. The locals refer to it as Gua Payu or Gua Rusa because of the deer that came to lick the salt-covered rocks and used the cave as a shelter. It was first discovered back in 1961 by G.E. Wilford. It was further studied in 1978 to figure out its measurements, of which are 570 feet wide and 400 feet high, along with the main entrance measuring in at 479 feet. Number 12. The Onondaga Cave. This cave, found in Leesburg, belongs to the Missouri National Park that was founded way back in 1982. Although it was first founded by settlers in the 1850s, the area has its history of vandalism and land disputes, but it's now safe as a national park. It's here where visiting tourists can participate in multiple activities, such as cave tours, swimming, fishing, picnicking, and hiking, all offered at the visitor center. There's even a natural history museum to enjoy. Number 11. The Puerto Princesa Underground River. Classified as a national park since 1971, the Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park can be found in Palawan, Philippines. Also called the St. Paul Underground River, it's considered as part of the St. Paul mountain range. Tourists are able to visit the cave inside a boat that floats on the underground river inside. A second floor of the underground river was just recently found back in 2010, where it suggested that small waterfalls run in the cave. The cave has a dome that is measured at being 984 feet. It's really quite beautiful. Number 10. The Majlis Al-Jinn Cave. Found inside of the Selma Plateau, this cave is 4,527 feet above sea level in the Sultanate of Oman. The cave is entirely made up of fossiliferous carbonate rocks and once held the record for the second largest known cave chamber in all of the world back in 1985. The cave was first discovered back in 1983 by wife and husband Cheryl and Dawn. Number 9. The Reed Flute Cave. This cave is quite the landmark and a major tourist attraction that can be found on the outskirts of the city of Guilin in Guangxi, China. The cave gets its name from the reeds that grow inside it and are perfect for turning them into reeds. Not only that, but you can also find a variety of mineral formations, carbon deposits, and stone pillars. The cave was rediscovered back in the 1940s by refugees and is around 180 years old, with roughly 70 inscriptions on the walls that go as far back as 792 AD. Number 8. The Blue Grotto. This famous sea cave can be found right on the coast of the island of Capri in Italy, where it extends for 177 feet. The sun's light is able to pass through the underwater cavity and illuminates the ocean's waters, producing a reflection that makes the cave glow blue. With only one entrance, this cave can only be reached by boat, and the passengers must lie flat as the oarsman uses a metal chain to pull the boat into the cave. Visitors are also forbidden to swim in the grotto in order to preserve the clarity of the water. Number 7. The Lascaux Caves. This cave is found in the southwestern region of France, where it's more known for the Paleolithic cave paintings that are found inside, which a teenager happened to stumble across them back in the 1940s. The cave art is dated at being around 17,300 years old and is made up of pictures of large animals that once existed during that time period. The caves were opened in 1948 and were made into a UNESCO World Heritage Site back in 1979. Number 6. The Cave of Crystals. This cave that can be found in Chihuahua, Mexico, was just barely discovered back in 2000 when scientists found the chasm below after they had drilled an aquifer and managed to pump out thousands of gallons of water. The crystal formations are mind-numbingly huge as they're measured at being way over 30 feet with a diameter of 4 feet. This is because the water that they formed in was overflowing with calcium sulfate and the cave was being heated by magma. The cave is so hot that most people can only stay inside for around 10 minutes with the proper protective gear. Number 5. The Glowworm Cave. This cave at Waitomo is located on the North Island of New Zealand, and as the name suggests, it's popularly known for the population of glowworms that have made this place their home. This cave happens to be a part of the Waitomo cave system, along with 2 other caves known as the Aranui and the Ruakuri cave. The glowworm phenomenon is only unique to New Zealand, which is why plenty of tourists pass through here each year. Number 4. The East Ogle Hill Cave. Depicted in the picture below is what's known as the Halle Dessert, or as it's translated to Hall of Circle. The ice pillars can be found in the East Ogle Hill in Salzburg, Austria. The cave was first discovered back in 1877 by Eduard Richter. The site was proclaimed as a highly protected site after the passing of the Salzburg Nature Conservation Act. Number 3. The Eis-Reisenwald Ice Caves. Eis-Reisenwald translates to World of the Ice Giants, which is fitting for this cave that is completely made out of natural limestone ice and can be found in Werfern, Austria. It is regarded as the largest ice cave on the planet and goes on for 26 miles. It's estimated that the cave attracts around 200,000 tourists annually that want to catch a glimpse at the ice formations. Whatever the season, these ice formations manage to stay frozen and cool year-round, thanks to the area's special weather conditions. Number 2. Fingal's Cave. This is a sea cave that lies on the uninhabited island in Scotland called Staffa. Its formation was brought forth by hexagonally jointed basalt columns inside of a Paleocene lava flow. The cave has established quite a name for itself because of its naturally arched ceiling. It creates creepy noises with the help of the sea waves echoing. Number 1. The Cave of Swallows. This open-air pit cave can be found at the municipality of Aquismo in Mexico, where it has a free-fall drop where it is measured at being 1,082 feet from the floor of the cave to the lowest side of the opening, and a 1,213-foot drop from the highest side. This is classified as the 2nd deepest pit in all of Mexico and the 11th in the whole world. The cave comes equipped with low temperatures and thick layers of vegetation near. You can also find a sinkhole that is estimated to go down an extra 1,679 feet.